Hello everybody, it's Joe here and welcome to Train Simulator Classic. Today we are on the Midland main line route with this absolutely gorgeous livery on the 158. I've never really been that keen on the EMR transitional livery. Oh, hang on, we're going through a building. EMR transitional livery, but I do think that the Pride colours kind of add that little... You know, I mean, maybe it's just because it's in Train Simulator. That burgundy, that purple looks really quite good. In real life, it looks quite drab and a bit naff, really, doesn't it? Perhaps it's because it's a little bit cleaner. Although it has got some weathering on the side. I always just think, compared to the really bright, striking East Midlands Trains livery that predated it, it's just a bit drab and naff. You know, maybe that's just me. However, today we are going to be driving this 158. It's a scenario by Mr. Dreamliner, and we're going Derby to Matlock. It does also have 2 Alpha 2-1, which is Matlock to Derby. We won't be doing that today simply because I don't have the time to do that. And I don't know if I'll have enough to talk about on this route, because I don't really know the route, to be perfectly honest with you, at all. So, our briefing today, while we're waiting for our signal to clear, is good morning driver. Over the course of the last few months, planning has been well underway behind the scenes at EMR. Oh, hang on. We're off. I think it's a Cummins engine as well. It most definitely is. Lovely. Supporting the LGBT plus QIA, CIA employees. After a slight mishap with the design, the wrap was finished on time to make its debut. Upcoming events today, such a day, the 6th of the 8th, 2022. That's only just happened. Oh, we're quite, yeah, we're quite recent then. Brilliant. Right, okay. So we're taking this vinyl train, Derby to Matlock and return for Belper's annual Pride event, that international event, Belper's annual Pride. I bet they come from all over to attend the Belper annual Pride festival. Once the signal clears, we have authority to proceed short up into the station. Well, turning around, I've only just set everything up. Okay, I'll let you off then. Right, so we need to stop here. There shouldn't be any disruption. Excellent, excellent. What have we got in Derby Station today then? We have got an East Midlands 222. We've got a 180 on the right there. I'm surprised it's not crashed the sim, to be perfectly honest with you. Look at that. It is a good train, the 158, isn't it? In case you're wondering, if you're new-ish to Train Simulator, we are today using the Armstrong Powerhouse Cummins Enhancement Pack, which, again, there's a link in the description to that. Oh, you can hear those awful Dovetail Games stock sounds for the, or standard sounds for the 180. Oh, it's not good, is it? Not good at all. Right, we'll pop you on there. Headlights off, tail lights on. Doors are opening. DRA on. Right, hang on. There we go. Key out. Lovely. And we'll get out. There we go. Click the door. Have a little wander. Oh, there we go. I just skipped through the part where I got out of the train and walked down. Right, here we go. So, power down the cab. Oh, I'm up ahead of you. I'm way ahead of you. GSMR is 2 Alpha 1-4. I never bother with the GSMR personally, just because I like the idea. Oh my God, we're off already. Hang on, guard. Where's my train gone? There we are. Right, we just need to change you to Matlock. Just any time now. Oh, Gainsborough. Ooh, there we are, Matlock. Right. Oh, off we go. That was quick, wasn't it? Oh, it was a mad rush. Right, so we're off. Where are we going then? So we are going to be calling at today Duffield, Belper, Ambergate, What Standwell, Cromford, Matlock, Baths maybe, and Matlock. 10:13 is the arrival. No, it's not. 10:08 is the arrival. Flipping heck, it's nearly an hour. No wonder we don't have time. We get back to Derby at like in an hour and 20 minutes. That's ludicrous. Well, full steam ahead. I can't believe it takes so long to get to Matlock. Arrive at 10:08. I suppose it's 50 minutes away. How on earth is it so far? That was me like, oh, I've got a nice short video for you all today. It's absolutely not the case. So we're leaving Derby now, and I haven't really got a clue which direction we're travelling in, so I'm going to have to just pop over to our little map. Are we travelling towards Sheffield now? Yes, we are. This is an area of the world. I think we're going up there for Matlock, aren't we? Yes, we are. Oh, look at that. I'm practically an expert. I don't have a lot of expertise in the slightest of this area of the world. Oh, Voyager. Back up to full power, because we've just got a green. Why are you sat there with your tail lights on, sir? I think you're meant to be going the other way, aren't you? Unless you've just shunted out. I think that's what we'll tell ourselves, because it sounds better, doesn't it? We're going across here, obviously, aren't we? And we've got a green, so the next one must be a proceed aspect of some sort. I'm assuming we're going over again. There we are, look at that. We're motoring. Wow, we're getting thrown all over the place in this cab. 110 mile an hour, so we'll just leave it on full power and hope for the best. So Duffield, our first stop, roughly 4 miles away. Oh look, the line's kind of, they go from 4 into 3 here. I'm assuming, is this the slow and those two are the fast? Is this the fast and those two are the slow? I know they have a lot of bi-directional single track slow lines here, don't they? While there's 2 fast lines running next to it. I think they're all bi-directional because they've all got signals above them, haven't they? But with this one not being a raised signal, I think... Well, we're doing 110... Well, we're not doing 110, but we can do 110. So I guess this is the fast? Who knows? Who knows? I'm very blessed. One of my friends, Mike from the Discord, is a driver in this area. So when I sit here blabbering on about, oh, well, I think that's that, he very swiftly jumps in to correct me and educate. We'll say educate, because correct sounds condescending. But yeah, he always likes to educate me, and I like him to educate me for it, because it makes me a better and more rounded person. There we go. I've said it. I don't give him a lot of praise in our Discord, but I've said it. Doing now. I love the big speedo in the 158. There's not really an excuse for speeding on this unit, is there? Huge, huge, huge thing. Of course, there's no... one thing I didn't like, I wish Armstrong Powerhouse would redo with all the different interiors. I think that'd look absolutely fantastic on this unit. I mean, like the 156, a lot of the newer ones, the Hitachis, the not Electra Stars, yeah, the Electra Stars as well, the Networkers, they've all got custom interiors, haven't they? This 158 was done obviously before the custom interiors came out. I'd love them to revisit that and patch it so that we had that. Do I think they will? No, I don't think they will, to be honest with you. I think what we're more likely to see from AP is an Enhancement Pack. It's a business after all, isn't it? I mean, it would be nice as a little nod to, oh yeah, thanks for buying that all those years ago, but do I think it'll happen? No. I don't, as it happens. Right, well, we're motoring along, and Duffield is on the horizon. We've got a network rail van there. We'll just give him a little toot, just in case anyone decides to come running out from behind, to pop a little bit of braking in. I don't think step 1 braking is going to be enough to bring us to a halt all the way from. It's a little bit weird seeing 158s doing the Matlocks. This should be like 156s and 153s, and you know, 158s should be left to the real meaty express work. Not obviously the London stuff, but the regional express work. And it's just a bit weird that because the 170s are here now, that they're kind of just getting cascaded down. It's very, very sad, really, isn't it? I think step 2 should be enough. I think. We'll see. Yeah, I'm feeling step 2 for this. Oh, obviously, Duffield used to be a bigger station. You can see the old platform on the left-hand side there. The station building. It's now just an island platform. So maybe this used to be a 4-platform station. That's what I'm going with. There we go. If we move outside here. I've realised as well, my apologies, I've not put my DSD on. There we go, that's better. Yeah, this obviously used to be another platform down here. Maybe 3 platform. Let's have a nice shot there. If you can just move out of my way, sir, please. There we go. Yeah, you get on the train, and we'll take that photo before that lady then gets in my way. Oh, that's nice, isn't it? Lovely, lovely. Now, we were due in here at... What on earth's happened there? We were due in at 9:38. How's that happened? Oh, because we were the 9:33 from Derby. Right, I've got you. That will explain why the Voyager had his tail lights on. Because I've completely ignored the instructions there. I got the stop at Derby platform 5. But why did it shut the doors so early? Is it because I opened them before we'd done that? I don't know. Oh, hang on. I've got it in there. Right, well, yeah, I'm going to have a please explain from my manager. So I'm just going to have to ring our control room. And I'll come back at 9:33 when it's time. No, not at 9:40 when it's time for departure. No, we've not gone in front of an express, or we could have some serious... Man, the signaller pulled off for us, didn't he, so early? He shouldn't have done that. Oh dear. Yeah, I'm going to try and blame someone else, and we'll be back soon. Well, the exciting news is while we've been sat here, another 158 has arrived, which is good news, isn't it? Unfortunately, I think the AP Enhancement Pack was done before all these annoying sounds on the doors came out, so it doesn't have that sound, which I believe that all these refurbished specs do, which is a bit disappointing, but nevertheless, it is what it is. So yeah, we are more or less on time now. We're in Duffield Station. The time is 9:38. We're due in now. There we go. And we're due out at 9:40. So we're more or less back on time. We'll just ignore that little faux pas. I rung the control room. They said, oh, yeah, it doesn't matter. There weren't really that many people at Derby that wanted this. I know it's a big interchange, but yeah, they looked at the thing. Am I convincing you? I really feel like this is a really convincing lie. But yeah, so here we actually are now. It looks actually quite good with them sat next to each other. And have a look. We're in 773, and that's 774. Yeah. I do think, though, I mean, the one with all the colours of the Pride thing there looks a lot better than just with... Oh, my lord, you've set off with the doors open, sir. Good lord. Yeah, I think it looks a lot better than without. It just adds that certain little... You know, it's an interesting thing to look at, isn't it? Right, hang on. Where were we? There we go. It was already on, you sausage. Right, so we're that's why it was taking so long to get to flipping Matlock. So we're now going forward to call at Belper, Amber Gate, Watts Standwell, Cromford, Matlock, Baths and Matlock. So from here, the journey is roughly half an hour, unless I set off early from somewhere else. But we'll cross that bridge if we come to it. Oh yeah, I forgot. We're debuting this lovely Pride livery for the Belper International Pride Community Association, and they're probably all stood at Derby waiting to see it, aren't they? We've just buggered off early without everybody. Oh well, this whole brand new fantastic livery. Well, if they wait a few hours, we'll come back, won't we? Hey, here we are again. A few hours late to the festival, but never mind. Right, let's get it in forwards, because I know we'll be ready to depart soon. I mean, Duffield, there's the railway that connects on. I believe it's a heritage railway. I could be mistaken, but just here, look, there's the platform over there. So it gives the people of the Heritage Railway Society plenty of time to look at this. You're at 40. Why are we not going? Come on. Just, you know, just any time. There we go. So maybe we're due out at 41, that's why doors are closing 30 seconds before departure. We're going to get a shufty on here. Belper, 2.5 miles now. Look at this, if we skip out onto the platform, yeah, we're getting a move on. There's no hanging around here. No hanging around at all. So yeah, we need to actually remember to cancel the flipping DSD now, because I've turned it on. I really do think Just Trains have done such a good job, and you can almost see, and this is going to sound really condescending, but you can almost see how they've grown as a map developer, unless it's just someone else that developed for Just Trains for the Midland Main Line route. But the Great Western Main Lines, I never really, Western Main Lines, I never really thought that it was that good. You know, the scenery was a little bit haphazard. I just think this is so much better than Western Main Lines, and you probably, I mean, I don't have any knowledge at all about this, I just know that it's Just Trains. But, oh, there we go, cancel you. But if it is the same developers, you really can see how they've progressed and how they've got better at map making. We're not on OMSI, at route making. There we go, get the terminology right, Joe, you're on Train Sim now. I don't think we're going to get to 90 before Belper International. God, we've got 2 minutes sat there. It's no wonder... I mean, how can you possibly run late on this? There's that much standing time. Sheep in the field there. I think they were sheep. They might have been horses. They were just white blobs as I went past. I only saw them out of the corner of my eye. Wait, we really are getting thrown about all over the place on this train, aren't we? I like the creaking as you're going along. I think that's fantastic. Right, a little bit of notch 1. Or step 1 even. What time are we actually... We're due in at 9:43, that's now. How on earth can anyone... Okay, you've got a lot of standing time, but unrealistic timetables. We've been driving flat out. A little bit of step 2 just to bring that speed down. Lovely. Oh, what's that up there? Bright green bus. That looks like one of those London ones, doesn't it, that they've recoloured? I'm not even going to look, because it'll just depress me. Here we are, Belper International. Oh. Bit of full service braking. Let's get this stopped before the end of the platform. Thank you. And we'll just ease off on the brakes there. So it's a nice smooth stop. Look at that. I suppose we are within the... I mean, I've not arrived at 9:43, but we are within the time constraints, aren't we? We'll be out at 9:45 anyway. Then where next? Amber Gate. I think we are still on the main line at this point, aren't we? Yes. So the Derby. So the East Midlands fast trains do come up and down here. Is Amber Gate... Ah, so our next stop, Amber Gate, we will have left the main line at that point, and then we're on the little shuttle, the little single line bit, as it very much were. Oh, we're off. We're off. Not saying anything fast, have we? That could be my fault, though, couldn't it? We need to get a move on. If the timings are anything like. I mean, do we actually... I don't think we have... Oh, yeah, all the way to Matlock now. So we need to get to Matlock by 10:08. If we can do that, then that's good. But all of these, we don't have timings. So we should be fine for those. But we're going to put our foot down nevertheless and get there. Oh, I like these with the jointed track and the bridges. The joints seem to be under the bridge. Oh, and again. Maybe they've strategically placed those joints under the bridge, I don't know. Now, this yellow signal, is this because we're coming off? Well, not coming off as in derailing, but you know what I mean. Maybe we've got to wait for something coming the other way. Because that would imply that the next signal was a red. Right, I don't think we're going left in these loops, are we? Because it's certainly not showed 30 up on my little little doodah screen at the bottom. There we go, we'll just take it steady up to this red. I think it will be, you know, because we're going on to the single track section. Oh yeah, I can see it up ahead now. The red, just about. I reckon that there'll be something coming down. Oh, however, we can go up there. Well, I'll tell you what we'll do, just to be on the safe side, we'll just pop a bit more braking. There we go, right. Let's have a look. Is there anybody coming down? Anybody? No, can't see anybody. No, there's not. Right, okay. Oh, well, maybe we just needed to ask permission to go onto the branch. Maybe is it token block? I don't know. Maybe that's kind of like Train Simulator's way of simulating token block. Oh, we've got a... it's one of those you just have to come down to a certain speed as we pass it at 30. I mean, these TPWS grids would probably kick off at us. I'm not speeding. Oh, it never told me 25. I don't think we can go very fast up this line anyways. 50 like the speed limit? I don't know. I always think they sound fantastic just in notch 1. That kind of little drone of like, oh, I've got to do a little bit of work. Oh, we'll get to do it again in a minute there. Ace. Absolutely brilliant. Oh, look at this. So we've got the main line bending round to the right-hand side there. That's off to Sheffield. And we're going up this gorgeous valley here. And I can never remember the name of the valley. I'm sure the actual route expansion itself was the name of the valley. But never mind. I know they probably won't put it in notch 5 and razz it up to 25 here, but, you know, we've got places to be, haven't we? They'd probably just sit at 15 round here. There we go. Oh, tight corner. Bit of flange. Oh, yeah, listen to that. Oh, heck, the platform's fallen in. Mind the gap. Oh no, it's not a mind the gap, is it? Because it doesn't really matter. Yeah, look. What's that for then? Oh, there's a bridge. A disused platform. So, was the bridge put in, like... I wonder why the platform never... Well, obviously it did at one point continue round, but maybe before the bridge... I don't know. I wonder how that happened. And I wonder why they've not demolished... Well, I say I wonder why they've not demolished the platform. I do work for the railways, so I fully understand why they've not demolished the platform. Truth be known, they probably don't even know it's there still. The powers that be. We're now in possession of the single line token as we head up the branch. We'll have to deposit it back at this station on the return leg. Oh, so it is electric... or it is token block. Very interesting. Oh, hang on, wrong one. We're off. There's not really any point in razzing it up to 25, is there? But, you know, like I say, we're in a rush. We want to get to Matlock before 10:08. I mean, it doesn't really matter because, I mean, I'm not going back to Derby on this anyway. I'm only going up to Matlock. So, I guess it doesn't really matter if I get the ticks. It's just an OCD thing. I like to have all the ticks there. If I get a cross, I get very upset about that. But I mean, we're not completing the scenario anyway because I'm not doing any of that. I'm just going to quit out by that point. So again, it doesn't really matter if it was just cross at every single one. But it just really bothers me. It's like you sat there driving along and someone's drilling in your ear like you've got to cross. You've got to cross early. You've failed. I'm like, oh, I'm just not enjoying myself anymore. You know, so it all has to be ticks. I'm sure some of you will probably understand what I'm on about like that. Everything just has to be just so. It does just get to me a little bit. Right, up we go, 50 mile an hour. So of course we've not actually, in the grand scheme of things, got that far to go to Matlock, but because it's a branch line and it's 50, it's just going to seem like it's taking us a lot longer to do not as much distance. Because I mean, if you look at where we are now, there, we're only going to there, and I mean Sheffield's all the way up there. And I think we could probably get to Sheffield in roughly the same amount of time. Ish. And this strikes me as a bit of an uphill, so I'm going to leave the power in. Yeah, it is. We're at notch 3 and losing speed. Let's try a bit of notch 4. I hope the people of Belper enjoyed this Pride livery. This is a lot of diesel to burn just for one livery, isn't it, really? I suppose it's not an additional train, so they'd be running a service up here anyway. I mean, personally for me, the Pride liveries aren't really my thing. I think that the liveries are quite nice to see, you know, lots of different coloured liveries, but, I mean, from my experience of working on the trains, the vast majority of travelling public really could not care less as to what colour the train turns up in. You know, they just want to get on a train that's on time, and they'd like to get a seat. For a lot of people, the seats aren't essential, but they just want it to be on time. They want to get where they're going, and a lot of them don't even notice the amount of people that get on Transport for Wales trains with Transpennine Express only tickets, or they get on Transpennine trains with Northern only tickets, and oh, I'm sorry, but that's not valid on here. Or they get on Northern with Transpennine only tickets. You know, that LNER with cross country only tickets. You get where I'm going with this. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't realise there was a difference. You know, these people, you know, they just want to get where they're going. And I'd think, as much as like the Pride liveries can be quite nice, how many people that aren't spotters, and you know, how many people realistically look at it and think, oh, how lovely. Maybe because I'm like part of the industry, maybe I don't particularly. Maybe people do, I don't know. But yeah, I just think people, from speaking to people on the train, particularly when the units started being refurbished in 2017, 2018, a couple of our units at the company I work for were being refurbished, and some people didn't even notice. You know, the seats completely changed colour, and they were just like, oh, is it different? I asked a few people, what do you think of our shiny new refurbished train? Oh, I hadn't noticed. It just makes me laugh. How did you not notice that your surroundings are completely different to what they normally are? How are they? Oh dear, makes me laugh. We're off. Look at that. Oh, hell! There's been an earthquake, magnitude 9 in what Standwell? Oh, Xbox Game Bar's yelling at me. Apparently I've got some points. I wonder what points make. Points make prizes, obviously. I wonder if they've given me a free copy of a game. Don't be silly. They don't give away freebies. a life membership to the Xbox Game Pass, free of charge. Oh, smashing. That'd be nice, wouldn't it? Although, I don't want to be a cynic, but I just can't see that happening. Right, off we go. Let's have a bit of notch 3. See if we can hold it at notch 3, that'd be good. Yeah, so notch 4 means we go too fast, notch 3 means we start losing speed, so we're just going to have to kind of alternate between the two. It's just going to sound like the engine's knackered for most of the way, but never mind. Been a pretty good unit, this. I've really, really enjoyed my drive. I do like driving the 158. Leanwood Tunnel? Leavewood Tunnel? Oh, hang on. What did the sign say? Oh, there's a barge up there. Hello. Leawood Tunnel, 315 yards. Oh, we've come out of it now. Across a bridge, very picturesque. Obviously, you can see where it used to be 2-track. Next stop, Cromford. Maybe at one point there used to be a station at Leawood. It sounds like the sort of place where there would be. Maybe here, look. This is the kind of road down that's just covered in grass now. It's a nice little pootle, this, isn't it? I love it. I've not really spent any time driving up and down the Matlock branch before, but I think I might just. Problem is this way it's quite good because you can hold it on the throttle. Like we're at, you know, holding it between 3 and 4, the engine sounds quite good. Coming downhill, you just notch 1 brake, slow down, let it off, coast up to speed, notch 1 brake. You know, it's a little bit more hard work, I find, driving downhill on Train Simulator. There we go, we'll start making our preparations to slow down for Cromford. They really have had an upgrade up this line then if they used to just get 153s to all of a sudden have an air-conditioned 158 turn up. You're like, wow! Ah, of course, you can see here where it used to be dual track as well, because or double track. Dual track? Well, it could be both. Because of course the whole platform's still there. Wow. At some stage when I'm off, I should have a little trip up here, because again, this is an area of the country which is not actually too far from me, and I have very, very little knowledge of the whole area. Right, so let's have a look. Here we are. Let's have a look at what this is. I love these little plates they put on. Willersley Tunnel. Not Cromford Tunnel, Willersley Tunnel. 764 yards. That's a long tunnel, isn't it? Oh, I can see someone's house. Oh, don't look, she's getting dressed in window. Quick, we'll go sit back in the train. Hopefully she'll have put her a blouse on before we get there. Oh dear me, I saw things I didn't want to see there. That's why you shouldn't use your zoom on your lens. Oh dear. And we'll go pop it in a bit of forward thrust. Look at that, there we go. Throttle, full throttle. We'll give her a bit of a. Tell you what, we'll. There you go. She knows we're coming now, so she knows to close curtains. Right, so It goes just outside Matlock Bath. It goes to 10 mile an hour and then 50 mile an hour, and they are separate. I can't zoom in on that. I can only zoom in on the train. Not 1,050 miles an hour. I think that the speed limit in this country is 140 on HS1. I don't think there's any lines in our country, particularly little branch lines, where you can do 1,050 miles an hour. Right, so we'll have a little bit of braking. I've just realised that's not a house at all, is it? That's like some sort of builder's merchant yard full of crates and buildings. I wonder what she was doing getting changed in that upstairs window then. Goodness only knows. We'll ask no further questions. This must be some sort of weak bridge or something, because we're having to slow down to 10 miles an hour to go across it. Or is it some sort of level? Is it a foot crossing? Yeah, it's a foot crossing, isn't it? There we go. Right, 10 mile an hour in. Oh, right, so there's actually no gates. Maybe that's why we need to... So we always need to go through here at caution. Right, so this is Matlock Baths. Oh, no, just Matlock Bath. Look, well, if you were wanting Bath Spa and ended up here. Oh, I like that. I like it when they put signs on there. There's a couple of stations that do it like that, where on a single track, that way for there, that way for there. I just think that really helps people. You know, like people that don't have... For the Heights of Abraham. Oh, I don't know him. Oh, I like these. They've got the... Oh, look at that. It's a 319. With East Midlands trains. It's sort of a bus. It's... Oh, that is cute. I like that. Obviously, these are the local artists. I mean, someone had suggested this might have come from a primary school. You know what? I think that these are good enough to just be the local artists. Oh, that sounded a bit... It didn't like that, did it? I only meant to go 3.5, but accidentally, you know, my finger just didn't quite leave contact with the keyboard in time, so we went notch 3 straight into notch 7. Everybody's thrust back in the seat. Now, what does this say here? Matlock Bath, Heights of Abraham. Way out? Why should there be... There shouldn't be a way out sign there. This is disused platform. Dear oh dearie me. Of course, now we're on the right-hand side, so this is obviously taking the racing line, as it were. Nice tunnel. I didn't see a sign on this, so this tunnel is obviously unnamed. A little bit sad, that, isn't it? Poor tunnel. Nearly there now. At Matlock, we have a short turnaround before in 2 Alpha 2-1 return to Derby. Remember once again to re-register your head code and GSMR, use the wildcard signal code. Now, we'll be having none of that because we're going to finish in Matlock. But you know what? I've really, really enjoyed this. So maybe at some point we will do the return journey so I can tick off the scenario. You know what I'm like. Oh, hell, look at this. Is this suitable for 50 miles an hour? Flipping heck. Look at that. Hell, we're nearly coming off. Centre of gravity's whizzing all over the place. That group of fellas that got on earlier that are off for a day out walking around Matlock have spilt the beers everywhere. I say walking around Matlock, maybe they're on a pub crawl, I don't know. Oh, look at this. This is just beautiful. Look at that. Oh, I bet there's some lovely shots of trains going over the bridge here. Right, so everybody, this is Matlock. This train terminates here. Take everything with you. Get off me train. Otherwise you're coming back to Derby with us. This is absolutely lovely. There's probably going to be someone in the comments like, yeah, it's absolutely rough as out round here. You don't want to be going round here, Joe. It's like travelling through Beirut. Just Trains has made it look very, very pretty, though. Right, well, here we go. Let's pop a bit of brakes on. I do hope you enjoyed that, because I certainly did. I really, really did enjoy that. I don't know if it came across or if I mentioned it. But, yeah, here we are at Matlock. If you enjoyed the video, please do show your appreciation. by clicking that like button. It would mean a lot to me. And of course, if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe, because we're going to be doing plenty more train sim things. Oh, look at those old signage. Oh, this is good. Is this a heritage railway? I really hope it is. Please be a heritage railway. Maybe it is. There it goes, single track to a block of flats over there. But, oh, that's a Sainsbury's. Lovely. Lovely, lovely, lovely. Yes, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already, and hopefully I shall see you all next time. Cheerio! Goodbye for now.